You've ever had a man kiss your neck and suddenly the world stops for a second? Your thoughts scatter, your skin tingles, and it's like your body has a mind of its own. One kiss, just one, and suddenly you're not thinking about anything else. That's the power of a neck kiss. It's not just a kiss, it's a message. It says, I want you right here, right now. But here's the thing. Most women don't realize how much control they have in that moment. They think their job is to just lie there and enjoy it. But that moment, that kiss, it's your stage. It's your chance to heighten the tension, deepen the desire, and make him feel something unforgettable. If you know what to do while he's kissing your neck, you don't just enjoy the moment, you elevate it. You make it so intimate, so addictive, that it haunts him long after it's over. So today, I want to show you the 5 sexiest, most powerful things you can do when a guy is kissing your neck. Things that don't just turn him on, they make him obsessed. When a guy starts kissing your neck, your breath becomes one of the most powerful tools you have, because it tells him everything he needs to know about how you feel. But most women don't even realize how much they're communicating through something as simple and unconscious as breathing. The truth is, in a moment of intimacy like this, your breath is a language. And when you know how to use it, it becomes one of the sexiest, most seductive signals you can send. Think about it. When something feels really good, your body naturally reacts. Your muscles soften, your eyelids flutter, and most importantly, your breath changes. It becomes slower, deeper, more deliberate, and that shift doesn't go unnoticed. Men are incredibly tuned into these nonverbal cues, especially when they're in a moment of closeness with a woman. So when he kisses your neck and you respond with a soft exhale or a shaky inhale, he feels that. It doesn't just stroke his ego, it pulls him deeper into the moment with you. It confirms to him that his touch is affecting you, turning you on, making you melt just a little more with every kiss. Now imagine the difference between a woman who holds her breath out of nervousness or insecurity and a woman who lets herself feel every single inch of that kiss and shows it through her breathing. The first makes him question whether she's enjoying herself. The second, she drives him wild. She tells him without saying a single word that she's surrendering to the pleasure, that she's confident enough to feel it and let it show. And that's an irresistible energy. You don't have to exaggerate or fake it. That's not the point. What you want to do is become more aware, more connected to your own experience, and then let that experience guide your breath naturally. Take a slow inhale through your nose as his lips graze your skin, then let it out softly, maybe even with a hint of sound. That faint, breathy moan, that's not just a sound, it's encouragement. It's gasoline on the fire of his desire. And what's beautiful about this is how subtle it is. You don't have to perform. You don't have to be loud or dramatic. Just being present in your own body and allowing your breath to reflect the pleasure you're feeling makes you magnetic. And it turns you from someone he's kissing into someone he's experiencing, someone who leaves an imprint on his memory long after the moment ends. Your breath tells him that his kiss has power. It makes him feel like he's unlocking something in you. And in doing so, it unlocks something primal in him. That's when a kiss becomes more than physical. That's when it becomes addictive. So next time he leans in, don't underestimate the power of simply breathing like you mean it. It's not just sexy, it's unforgettable. One of the sexiest things you can do when a man is kissing your neck is also one of the simplest. Tilt your head. But this small move says something far bigger than most people realize. It's an invitation. It's non-verbal permission. And in a moment where everything is charged with energy and possibility, that little shift of your neck is like unlocking a door and saying, come in, I want you here. That's a powerful message. You see, men are incredibly perceptive in intimate moments. They don't just pay attention to what you say, they feel how you respond. And when you lean into a kiss, expose more of your skin or move your hair out the way to give him better access. It tells him you're not just accepting the moment, you're actively participating in it. You're not passive, you're present. You're showing him, without needing to speak, that his touch is welcome, that it's wanted, that you want him to keep going. Now, here's where this gets really interesting. That small physical cue, tilting your head or arching your neck, actually changes the energy between you. It signals openness, receptivity. And in a man's mind, that translates as confidence and trust. You're not shrinking away. You're not holding tension in your body. You're doing the opposite. You're opening up, giving more of yourself, and saying with your posture, I feel safe here. I like this. That's incredibly sexy to a man, because no matter how much he desires you, what he really craves is a sense that you're with him in the moment, that you're not just allowing it, you're enjoying it just as much. And this is where your feminine power really shines, when you move in a way that deepens the connection, when you offer more of yourself, even subtly. It pulls him in deeper. It makes the kiss feel more intimate, more real, more electric. And remember, it doesn't have to be exaggerated. Just a gentle tilt of your head or the slow sweep of your hair off your shoulder can say everything he needs to hear. It can turn him on, not just physically, but emotionally, because he senses your comfort, your presence, your desire. What makes a moment unforgettable isn't just the kiss itself. It's how alive you are inside it. And when you tilt your head and expose your neck, you're saying to him, I'm not just here. I'm in this. I'm letting you in. That kind of openness is magnetic. It creates a space where attraction grows into intimacy and physical desire becomes something deeper. So don't underestimate the power of that small, sensual gesture. Use it to invite him closer, to say without words, yes, keep going, because that's when the moment stops being just about him kissing your neck and starts becoming something he'll never forget. When a man is kissing your neck, your hands can become one of the most powerful tools you have. Not just to intensify the moment, but to completely change the dynamic between you. Touch, especially in silence, speaks volumes. It tells him how much you're enjoying him. It invites him in further, and it builds a physical feedback loop that turns a good kiss into a deeply connected, full-body experience. Here's the secret. Most people focus only on what he's doing in a moment like this. They wait to see what he'll try next, where his lips will go, how far he'll take it. But if you really want to create a moment he can't stop thinking about, you shift out of observer mode and into participation. That's where your hands come in, because your hands don't just touch, they communicate. They're a silent yes. They're a mirror for your desire. And when used right, they can make a man feel completely desired, safe, and wildly turned on. Start slowly. Gently run your fingers through his hair. Let your palm glide across the back of his neck. These are tender gestures, but they're also incredibly intimate. They say, I want to feel you in a way that goes deeper than just physical contact. You're not just touching to arouse. You're creating a connection. And when you graze your fingertips over his skin with intention, it makes him feel your presence in the moment. It lets him know you're not just enjoying being touched, you're savoring him. Now, if the energy is building and the moment feels right, you can turn the dial up. Slowly pull him closer, slide your hands down his back or lightly trace the muscles of his arms. Even pressing your fingers into his chest as you arch your neck back gives him that feeling of your body reacting to his. Your touch can be soft, firm, teasing. It doesn't matter as long as it feels real and in sync with the rhythm of the moment. And what's beautiful here is that this doesn't take any words. You don't have to say, I'm into this. He'll feel it. Your hands will tell him. They'll reassure him that he's not alone in his passion. And when a man feels like you're just as into him as he is into you, it unlocks a different kind of chemistry. He stops performing, he starts connecting, he starts trying to impress and starts wanting to please. It's not about doing something big or bold. It's about being in tune, because when you touch him in a way that reflects how you feel in your body, in that exact moment, it turns on more than just his skin. It turns on his heart, his imagination, his craving for you. So next time his lips are on your neck, don't just receive, respond. Let your hands move with intention, curiosity, and warmth. Let them speak the language of yes, because sometimes the hottest words are the ones you don't say at all. There's something uniquely powerful about the way a whisper cuts through intimacy. When a man is kissing your neck, he's already close enough to hear everything, your breath, your heartbeat, the slight catch in your voice. And in that moment, a whisper becomes electric. It's not just a sound. It's a secret. It's a confession. It's an invitation. And when you use it well, it can make him absolutely lose control, not just physically, but emotionally too. Most people think of talking dirty as something big or bold, but in truth, the most seductive words are often the quietest. Because when you lower your voice, when you soften your tone and speak into his ear while he's already lost in the moment, you hit a completely different level of arousal. You catch him off guard in the best way. It feels spontaneous, raw, and most of all, real. You don't have to be graphic. You don't even need a full sentence. It could be something as simple as, you have no idea what that's doing to me, or don't stop, or even just his name breathed out slowly and meaningfully. You're not trying to impress him with some performance. You're bringing him into your world. You're showing him what he's making you feel. And that kind of vulnerability, that kind of honesty, that's what makes a man melt. And the beauty of this is how easy it is to make it your own. If you're playful by nature, you can tease him to say something cheeky like, you've clearly done this before, with a little smirk in your tone. If the mood is more tender and slow, you can say, I've missed this, or I love how safe I feel with you. Again, it's not about being sexy for the sake of being sexy. It's about sharing something true in that moment, something honest, something he'll remember. Because here's what most people don't realize. Men crave feedback, not just verbal validation, but emotional reaction. They want to know they're getting it right, that they're having an impact. And your whisper delivered at the perfect moment gives them that feedback in the most irresistible way possible. It's as if you're letting him peek behind the curtain of your desire. And that glimpse, that sense of being let in, that's what makes him crave you more. So next time he's kissing your neck and the air is thick with tension, lean into his ear and say just enough to light him up. Don't overthink it. Don't script it. Just say what you feel. Say what's real. And let your voice do the rest. Because when your words are whispered with presence and passion, they don't just go to his ears, they go straight to his core. And that's when you stop being just a kiss and start being the fantasy he can't get out of his head. When a man is kissing your neck, one of the most powerful things you can do has nothing to do with words and everything to do with rhythm, moving your body in sync with his. This is where chemistry goes from a flicker to a full-on fire. Because in that moment, it's not just about what he's doing to you, it's about what you're doing together. And your body becomes the unspoken language that tells him, I feel this too. We often forget how powerful subtle movement can be. When you start responding physically, not with exaggeration, but with real intuitive shifts in your body, it creates this dynamic feedback loop that drives the moment deeper. Think about the way your body naturally leans in when you're drawn to someone, the way your hips shift slightly, or your chest rises just a little closer to his. These aren't grand gestures, but they're incredibly potent because they say, I'm with you, I'm in this, I want more. Now imagine he's trailing kisses down your neck. If you stay completely still, he might wonder if you're enjoying it or just letting it happen. But when your body tilts toward him, when your hand pulls him closer, when your breath synchronizes with his movement, you're showing him you're not just present, you're connected. That turns him on more than anything, because now he doesn't feel like he's kissing someone who's receiving a moment. He's kissing someone who's creating it with him. It doesn't have to be overt. Even the subtlest sway of your hips, the arch of your back, or the slow roll of your shoulders tells him you're surrendering to the moment, that you're not holding tension, you're letting yourself feel. And when you do that, you give him the freedom to do the same. Suddenly, it's not about who's leading. It's about two bodies moving in sync, reading each other, responding, building something together. And that's where true sensuality lives. Not in performing, but in being attuned, in listening with your body, in letting the way he kisses you guide the way you move. This creates a physical harmony that feels electric. It's the kind of energy that makes a kiss unforgettable, not because of how it looked, but because of how deeply it was felt. Men remember the women who move with them, not mechanically, but organically, intuitively. The ones who lean in, press closer, shift and sway and breathe in a rhythm that matches the energy between you. That's what creates magnetic intimacy. That's what makes him think, there's something about her I can't shake. So next time he's kissing your neck, don't just stand still. Let your body respond. Let it speak. Let it dance with his. Because when your movements say, I feel you, I want this, I'm right here with you, that's when a simple kiss turns into something that leaves him aching for more. So let's be honest, when a guy's kissing your neck, it's not just foreplay. It's an opportunity, an invitation, a window into something deeper. It's a moment where time slows down. And the tiniest things, your breath, your touch, your movement, can speak louder than 1,000 words, because it's not about being perfect. It's not about doing something out of a movie. It's about being present, responding, feeling, and letting him feel that you're right there with him. Not in your head, not self-conscious, but connected, alive, open. Those 5 little things we've talked about, how you breathe, how you tilt your head, the way your hands explore, the words you whisper, the way your body responds, they seem small, right? But they create a moment that doesn't just arouse, it imprints. It makes him remember you not just as someone he kissed, but someone who moved him. So the next time you find yourself in that moment, remember this: you have more power than you think. You don't have to wait to be desired. You are the desire. And when you embrace that, when you own the moment with softness, with intention, with confidence, he'll feel it. And trust me, he won't stop thinking about it for a very long time. Now, if this resonated with you, if you're ready to start creating those magnetic moments where a man doesn't just want you, but craves you, then do me a favor, hit that like button, share this with a friend who needs to hear it, and make sure you subscribe to The Magnetic Moves for more tips on love, connection, and unforgettable intimacy. And let me know in the comments, what's your secret move when a guy kisses your neck? Because remember, attraction can get his attention, but connection, that's what keeps him coming back for more.